Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, BeefLoaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, MySoxSummer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Chorizy-E.
Thank you, Chorizy. Welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If BeefLoaf says allegedly, or that he manifested that, you drink. If MySoxSummer talks about the gym or tells us he simply did not have time, you drink. And if I talk music, which I might, since there's new Deftones coming out in like 3 hours, or Star Wars,
let's drink it up.
And of course, you can make all of us drink for a tip of $1.08 or more.
A lot more, please.
Speaking of drinking, fellas, what are you drinking? And are you on the quest? BeefLoaf, you're up.
Questless, boys. I don't even know what is part of the new quest
left
yet, because you crossed out the Fortissimo, and I know we have some new ones in there, but I didn't know if they were posted out there for the public to see them.
They're out there, baby.
They're out there. Okay, beautiful.
I shared it with the public. We got 3 so far. We still need 2 more.
Yeah, we got to get some more in there. But no, I'm drinking the remainder of the banquet beers that MySoxSummer was so kind to gift me. We had a few the past weekend, and then I'm just having the rest of these right now. These bombers are a great size. Just have a little bucket right here on the old desk, and knock these out. I have like 7 of them left. I think I got 5 right here. So I may need to run upstairs and grab the last 2 just to finish off the show, but going down very smooth.
I had a couple of those tasty with you not too long ago. Those were delicious.
They're pretty good.
It's a beautiful Friday beer. So I'm assuming Little Friday, it works just the same.
Absolutely.
MySoxSummer, what are you drinking?
Call. You know, I don't know if I've told you this. I'm sure I have, but one time we got snowed in at NIU when I was going to the University of Northern Illinois University in DeKalb. And my uncle had just given me 14 cases of Coors Banquet beer. And we played Sega Genesis all day because we couldn't go anywhere because there was so much snow. And we drank Coors Banquet beer and smoked a shitload of Marlboro Lights. It was a really fun time. It reminds me, I am not questing because I didn't even know that you shared it. I'm drinking the vodka sodas from Kirkland. This is the peach. I got 2 peaches, and then I got a watermelon, which is the worst one, and a pineapple, which is not the worst one. So that's what I'm going to drink tonight. I was going to do the Sun Cruisers, but we had a bunch left over from vacation, but there's only like 2 left. So because I think the old lady's like drinking all of them. So I was like, well, I don't want to steal that. Let me steal the shit that she doesn't like, and I'll drink that so I don't get in trouble. So that's what I got tonight.
A camo silver ice. You know, that's what I got.
Absolutely.
Chorizo, are you questing?
I am.
Awesome.
You know,
are you having a rusty nail?
Yes.
We were given some new objectives since we almost completed the Fortissimo.
Yes,
it was on a technicality, we got the Fortissimo through, but there's a penalty of 5. This is one of them. This is the zombie dust.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Those are good.
That's a good
I haven't had a zombie dust in a minute. You know, I feel like I see it on draft more. Remember when it was like, oh man, you can't even find
Couldn't
this,
get
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
And then it's on draft everywhere, you know, and like a lot of times I'm just like, there's 4 other beers I'm gonna get to.
Yep.
I don't know why. This is delicious.
They're good.
You know what it was? It came out on the streets hot like a good mixtape, and everyone loved it. But then it got played so much, Chorizy.
But also,
played,
it was at a time,
and then you backed off a little bit.
It was at a time when 6.5% was like, oh man, that's 6.5%. Now it's like it's only 6.5%.
It's 6.66%. I think it's 6.66%.
Oh. I think they changed it because I looked at it today. It was like 6.5, but
it's not 6.6 anymore.
Let's see if I could get a good.
They gotta sell it to the regulars, you know.
Yeah. I don't want to live in Trump's world when zombie dust isn't 666 anymore. You know what happened? This is what happened. They used to make zombie dust, like good IPAs were hard to find, like really, really good ones, right? But then the rest of the world caught up, and they're like, listen, I can get a good IPA from Lagunitas. I can get it from here. I can get it from there. I don't need your zombie dust no more. And that's why they got to put it in cans, and you can find it everywhere now because they're like, motherfuckers ain't coming here to buy it. So
you know what?
It's too bad. It's still a great beer, though. Still a great beer.
I'm glad whoever told me to put it on the list because that was in the comments from like the week ago or 2 weeks ago. It might make the rotation. It's good.
It's huge.
We'll see how drunk I get.
That's going to be the thing. When you can't see and you piss your pants, you're like, maybe I shouldn't drink.
When he can't effectively finish the show, that's when he won't drink it anymore.
When I cannot read a comment.
It's like when I went to NIU.
Can you read this comment, Chorizy, from K-Dog? Can you read that one still right now?
I need to get stuff. So K-Dog says, stop being soft chorizo. Tecate titanium was 7.5%. Yeah, and disgusting. And terrible. And the titanium, I would have put that on the list. I have no idea if you could still find that anymore.
I don't know about that either, honestly.
Yeah, even K-Dog, when I was texting him today, he was saying he doesn't think so. He think it killed too many.
I remember when K-Dog introduced us to it, and then we looked it up, and it was obviously the most predatory shit ever. It was aimed at Mexican alcoholics. And
so we were the demo,
because when we pulled it up, we couldn't find like an ad about it. We found it in like Beverage Monthly or something. It was like an industry rag, and it was just like, yeah, if you got drunk ass Mexicans in your neighborhood, this is the drink to have on tap. So
yeah, I didn't see those billboards on the north side, only on the south side and in a little village. And
Senor, I also love Matt Ramsey. He's the man.
Matt Ramsey is
the man.
All right, let's get a drink here from Barry Bag of Donuts. He says Atlanta was an absolute blast. My favoritist park that's not Comiskey. When the Sox go back there in 2 years, no, you guys can't fuck with me for reading this one. There's a lot of extra letters. That should be on the one. That should be on the 108.
I was like, he's slurring.
I would do.
Barry's keyboard has a lot of extra keys. That's all I'm going to say.
Slurring.
That's a lot of extra keys on his keyboard.
That's it. Impressive amount of letters, but I get what he's saying. 108 road trip material.
Say the rest of it. Read.
I did. I read it.
He said when the Sox go back there in 2 years, it should be the 108 road trip.
Love you, Barry.
We do love you,
Barry. That was great.
Monday, being in the front row there, dude. You were right back there with your bananas here. I love it.
The typos, damn it, I'm not even drunk. Yeah, okay.
Me neither, Barry.
Just buzzed.
BeefLoaf, how you doing tonight?
Boys, I made a concerted effort, Chorizy, after we got back from Vegas. I'd been on vacation a couple times, then stressful at work. Then you and I went out there. We had to take care of a little business. Maybe we'll get to that at some point in the show, maybe not. And then we hustled back here to go to that Bananas game. Then I had a couple days to rest on Saturday and Sunday. And I made the decision, I gotta clear out all my bookmarks on Twitter. I got so many bookmarks. I like to bookmark shit for ideas and stuff and get to stuff later or whatever. But a lot of the shit I've used already, right? So I start throwing out or stuff I wanted to tweet about, and I'll tweet about it and get rid of them. And then I started going down the list further, and I found an absolute fucking gem that I realized I hadn't used yet. And I found this shit in like March or February or something. So this is a tweet from Ojor Sani, and he says, Shorty said she found this at her grandma's house. I'm trying to get like Dan. And there's a couple pictures in there. We'll zoom in a little bit on these pictures. It's like a business card of some sort. So picture number one, it says Dr. Dan, but doctor is spelled D-O-C-T-E-R, not to confuse you with a medical doctor. This is a doctor who's going to be fixing something slightly different. And it says expert plain and fancy fucking. Evenings by appointment only. And on the sides it says virgins treated gently, spinsters satisfied, extra attention given to neglected married women, cut rate to party of 6 or more, satisfaction with one hard on, widows a specialty. Now the
how have you never used this?
I don't know. I've had it for a long time. The front of the card, though, Chorizy, is alluding to a lot of services here, a substantial amount of services.
For sure.
But at this point, it's not really giving you much details as to the pricing of those services. No. So all you got to do, Chorizy, is just...
Well, Beef, I am interested in what fancy fucking is. So, like, I want to see this. Oh, yeah, bring it up.
All you got to do is flip this goddamn card over. You know, my sex summer is a man conscious of price. And we're going to get to these prices. So the price list and I'm gonna run it down for the people listening on the podcast feed. Those on YouTube, just enjoy this vision of seeing this business card here. It says price list, plain insertion, $20. With caresses, $27. I like how it's like you got to add $7 for the caresses. You know, nice. Inverted positions, $22.50. Dog fashion. I like calling it dog fashion. Doggy style's been around for a long time. This sounds a lot classier, and it is.
I don't know about
worth
that.
The extra $2.50 to pay the $22.50 for dog fashion.
The extra $2.50 on this beef. What do we got there?
With barking and yelping, you can go up to $25. Extra $2.50.
This reminds me of that guy who will go to your funeral and cry, and if you want him to scream and yell like a Bahamian woman, and try and jump into the ground with you, then it's extra. You know, that's a yeah. I'm gonna go in with the casket. That's right.
Next up, womb stretch it. I don't know what the womb stretch is exactly. Someone might have to explain that to me. But that is $39.25. Tongue bath, $50. And muff dive is $100. It goes into specifics about the time limit. Comments are on fire right now. It goes into the time limits. It says per hour $37.50. However, you get a break for all night, which is in parentheses says 12 hours. So I like that specification of 12 hours. This isn't a 24-hour thing. This is night, quote unquote. $150 there. And then at the end, extra attention, titty chewing, $1.15. French kissing in parentheses mouth, $2.75. And then below it says parentheses pussy. You know muff dive.
Because on his first set of cards, he didn't have that, and he really got screwed.
He got into an argument. He probably they're probably fisticuffs. Could be, you know, he might have kissed my mouth. Razor. Finger diddle is $9.50. French tickler, $3.25. Vaseline, if needed, $1.25.
With God.
What was your initial thoughts before I have a few questions for you?
So my initial thoughts is this is pre-pandemic pricing. With inflation, no way you get deals like this. No way you get deals like this anymore. So yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, because MySoxSummer, look, I don't know exactly when this is from. But MySox,
I'm going to put this back up for a second.
He's actually an expert in printing stuff, right? I mean, he prints people's Christmas cards and business cards, whatever. Yeah. Looking at the stock there, MySoxSummer, and the fonts and the quality of the ink, what's about the timeline of when you think this was printed, since you're an expert at that?
I mean, this looks 70s. It looks 70-ish, you know, like maybe 80s, maybe early 90s. Like, because it is a print, but and I can't see, like, sometimes you go in there and you look and you could tell when it's fixed, like when they photoshopped it, like there's all of the bad typesetting, like dog fashion, and then underneath with the with barking and yelp. I mean, like, no one, if you're gonna make that fake, you don't make it look that shitty. Like, you're gonna make it look a little better. I think it's such a good. Yeah, and you know what? Like the attention paid in the extra attentions part, where it's like $1.15. You know, like when was 15 cents even a viable thing? Like
that's a good point.
1.15 is like maybe a cost of like a cup of coffee, like, you know, in the 90s. So that's kind of maybe where it's at. You know,
I think you just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah,
we got to look for the coffee prices. Hey, comments, help us out. Let us know when coffee was $1.15. Look it up.
Chat thinks $1.25 for a Vaseline outrageous.
Yes,
it depends on the year
pricing.
Depends on the year.
Yeah, I'm not against this. You know.
So here's the thing, though. This is what I noticed, though, when he says finger diddle, and it's $9.50. Dude. That's a lot of work for $9.50.
Could be more than one finger. Who knows?
You get ramped up. You have no idea what this dude's hands look like.
That's true. That is true.
Could be fucking Bootsy Collins, man. You don't know.
True. Maybe I've just been with women that are not, you know, they're not opposed to the finger diddling, but don't embrace the finger diddling as much as they do with Dr. Dan.
Maybe your diddles are subpar. Maybe they are good diddling fingers.
I must be a 425 finger diddle. You know, who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I bet you, though, you would get in there with the barking and yelping. I mean, you wouldn't even charge extra for that, MSS. That's
man. And okay, now is this going off off color here when I say that
Probably.
because muff diving is $100, we know that Dr. Dan might be black. I'm just
I don't
saying.
know.
It's the most expensive thing on the menu.
He is least interested in providing that service, is what we know for sure.
$100.
Well, you don't know that. It might be
don't
Gene
know that.
Simmons. It might be Gene Simmons.
Maybe it's so worth it. Yeah,
Well, let
maybe
me
it's
tell
so
you
worth
something,
it. Yeah.
Chorizo. If he's willing to lick your entire body for $50, but won't touch your vagina for not giving $100, it makes me think that he's a little bit opposed to going down on the female. I'm just saying.
Maybe
I'm just going with like a little bit of like stereotype stuff.
Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it's just
I don't know.
Maybe that's his best product.
It's true.
Yeah,
you don't want to sell
just
your
give
best
away
product.
your best product. Yeah, for
That
sure.
is true.
It might also be the product that most in demand. You have to think
That's
about
right.
that perspective. Sometimes it might not be your
true,
best thing, but if you got a shirt that's real hot, you price that motherfucker higher because you're like,
Yeah.
everyone wants this shirt. The shirt no one wants. That's a shorter price. So maybe that could be the perspective there.
I mean,
MSS, I did have a question for you though with regards to this, and it's I need your expertise because not only are you the print guy, but you are also kind of our resident love doctor. My question for you is, how does one go about introducing their services to a potential client if you were a Dr. Dan? What's the approach to getting the Dr. Dan business card in front of the potential client? What do you think?
I mean, obviously, you're hitting up all the ladies' nights at every bar that is in your area, right? That's your first stop. Second stop, because they used to do that. I don't know if they do ladies' nights anymore.
I'm not sure. I don't see it too much.
See, I don't know either.
They did it at the Sox like 6 years ago, and they haven't done it again.
They need to do that more. They need to have ladies' nights because that's where maybe we'll get these people back together to actually talking, and then they can start fucking. But that's
Talk
the first
first, fuck second.
Then you gotta fuck. Because right now they're on these online dating things, and it's just like, hey, I said hi to you 6 times and sent you 7 emojis. Let's fucking do anal. And I don't think that works so well with the ladies. Like I don't think that goes so well.
Holy cow!
But anyway,
let me break this up for a second. Let's go back to the other discussion just for 1 second. John Carney brings up definitely a full Bush era. So
maybe
the pricing there, along with this information, might triangulate to about the timeline of this is probably 70s. I think you're right.
70s.
Yeah. I think you're nailed on the head right here.
Another place you go to pick up women that might need these services are hotel bars. Those will probably be loaded with women, professional women traveling, especially right now. Like they're probably. Oh, that's I know. White fucking goddamn internet. But yeah, I think you go to the fucking hotel bars.
You're gonna say Y2K.
Fucking Y2K.
HBIC says, take out an ad in the paper like a classic.
Well,
it wouldn't shock me if this was in some sort of newspaper. Maybe not the Sun Times.
I mean, I don't think you can advertise the prices for the services in the newspaper because
you can say what you do.
As far as I know,
does
anyone
anyone
is still illegal?
This is a Sox podcast. Does anybody happen to have the Steve Stone Playgirl, and did Dr. Dan advertise in it
in the back?
I need you guys to read through it. So whoever's got it, flip through and try and find this ad.
I wonder how much money Chorizy, Dr. Dan paid to Larry Flint over time for the advertisements. I'm just curious. I'm not sure. Jackie Crestel says, you just leave a stack of menus on the end of the bar and wait for the ladies to start rolling in.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, MSS. You do it at the hotel bar and throw it out there. Just put them out there.
I have a slight, there's a slight discrepancy there. There's a little problem with that. Pull those cards back up because we need to see this again.
We absolutely need to see this again.
MSS is someone who prints business cards.
Yeah.
Who does this kind of work. Show the back now.
Got it.
What is missing from this business card?
Oh, a big thing.
There's no address.
The
there's no way to
address. There's no way to contact them. Yeah. You can't just leave these around. This is like a fleur-de-lis, man. You got to know. You got to know.
Barkeep, I'm interested in some fancy fucking. Where is Dr. Dan located?
Yeah, you got to go through Dr. Dan's pimp. I agree. MSS.
What are you, a cop?
Exactly.
I like that his specialty are widows. Like he's like, who I like fucking the most is ladies with their partners are dead. That's who I like the most.
Lowest risk.
Hey, man,
lowest chance of me getting killed.
Ain't gonna get shot. Exactly, not gonna die. That's a good way to think about it.
He was way ahead of the guy from Wedding Crashers. That's the thing.
It was way out of that. So, all right, that's all I got. I just wanted to clear out something out of my bookmarks. I appreciate you guys for helping me out with that.
Yo, Beef, you mentioned our time in Vegas, and luckily it's a far leap from what we were just talking about.
Very far.
But I did want to touch on it a little bit because I was talking to some people at work and I was explaining the trip to them. And to me and you, it didn't seem like that outrageous of a thing. But I think to the normal person, it was kind of strange. And so let me give you the background.
Even know why you do it either. So please enlighten me.
So me and Beef went out to enter in the Circa Survivor, right?
Yes.
So we won that Survivor pool last year.
Yep.
We got a nice amount of money for that.
Yeah, we won Joe Ostrowski's Survivor pool on
which we'll be in again. We'll be in again. But we took a chunk of that money and we said, let's go enter the big Circa Survivor. Now the Circa Survivor's in Vegas. And you have to get like a proxy and you have to do all this shit. So we thought we know a dude who can just guide us through this whole fucking scenario. And that's our guy, Sammy P. Fucking great dude. We message him. You know, we're getting closer to the time that you would need to do it. And I'm like, yo, when are you going to be in Vegas again? And he immediately shoots me dates. And what we didn't realize at first, but found out, is that Bet Bash was going on out there, which is like this whole like almost week-long thing. It's like Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's just like a lot of professional gamblers, a lot of people that are in wagertainment, got, you know, podcasters and stuff.
Okay.
And it's a big kind of networking and like panels and stuff. And Sammy always hosts a Sports Gambling Hall of Fame panel. So we're like, okay, well, that's a great time to meet you out there. We know you're going to be there. We know where you're going to be at. One of your panels is at the whole thing's at Circa. That's where we got to go to sign up for Survivor. Perfect. So we go and he invites us out. And we go out the first night with this whole group, right? Like we meet up at like this pizza and wing place, which was very good. Very good.
Yeah. Naked City is what it's called.
Naked City.
Yeah.
And now we're just in conversations with these dudes. We're just talking to them. The wildest shit. I mean, we talked to a guy about fixing tennis matches for like an hour. Like it's just like all this crazy shit. And then I won a pair of Raiders tickets, which were not actual tickets. That was
we didn't go to the game.
That was a whole debacle the next day, which we had to figure out. But we met this dude from Minnesota. This guy was really funny. His name's Andy. And we saw him the next day when we were hanging out with Sammy at Circa. And again, we're talking about fixing matches, right? He told us this story where he's like, how much do you think it would cost to fix a baseball game in the Mexican League? You know, how much to buy off an umpire? How much do you think?
Yeah.
MSS, what amount of money would you put on that?
Man, I feel like it's going to be extremely low, but still somewhat substantial. I'm going to say $1,000.
See, I was around there. I said $2,000 or something.
Yeah.
He said $100 American dollars.
I bet.
And he's
Cost
like,
effective, if you will.
he's like, I got a call from my buddy. He was like, hey, don't worry about how I know this, but you want to bet on this team, or you want to bet on the over tonight in this game in the Mexican League because the strike zone's going to be tight. And so I was just like, whatever. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Then we met some dude who's like,
can you bet Mexican League baseball?
Yeah, you can.
Here?
You can. There's a number of books that allow you to bet it.
They won't let you bet a lot,
down.
usually. Yeah, they won't let you bet too much, but
if you got a sure winner, you're gonna find a way to get it out.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of it was like that. It was a lot of fun. I still believe, Beef, that Sammy drank that drink that was sitting in his room in the morning when he woke up.
yeah, 100%.
I'll never not believe that, even though he told us he dumped it out. It's 100% he drank it. But yeah, it was great time. Beef, any thoughts on the trip?
Yeah, I mean, I loved it, especially like you mentioned. We went to that bar on the Wednesday night where the wings and pizza and all that stuff. Thing about Sammy, the best thing about Sammy, you know Sammy. If you know him, you know fucking everyone, because he introduces you to goddamn everybody. He gives you a great introduction. He plunges you into conversations, and like you're hooked up with the entire goddamn room. And that's like a true friend who's like looking to connect the entire group or whatever. And that's what felt nice about it. I felt like we met 20 new people that were all cool, and we had great conversations and just had an awesome fucking time. So yeah, very fun. Always, and it's always good to hang out with Sammy. It's always good to, when he's working the room, buy him another JMO shot and feed it to him until he's ready to fall on the floor. I mean, like it was good times, and it was good times just for a shotgun 2 days, get out there, party down, sign up for the thing we got to get in there, lock that shit down and come back home.
The 700 wings is legit, Luke. I see in the comments he said 700 wings allegedly. That's very legit, believable because we were talking to another dude who was like, yes, so-and-so bought 50 wings. He's like, and I
saw that guy in the corner with a fucking mountain of wings. I was like, I wonder why that guy has got so many wings on his plate. You know?
And he goes, so I was eating a couple of wings off of him. He's like, hey, man, these are my wings. And he's like, these aren't for everybody. You ordered 50 wings for yourself?
I was jealous at MSS because we walk in the door, we're hugging and kissing with Sammy or whatever. He's like, get some wings, man. Get some all this, whatever. These are the different kinds, whatever. So we grab a small plate of wings and we go sit. Now, there wasn't a table available that was really close to everyone, so we had to sit a little further away. So Chorizo's like, dude, let's eat these wings, and then we got to go socialize. We shouldn't be eating all their fucking wings. So all we ate was 5 wings. We drank 30 beers and 20 shots. So like, I was jealous of them extra wings, you know?
Yeah, hey, we did know, Beef. We did know that in our hotel, there was a late night spot.
Yes, thank goodness.
And we went there and we destroyed that place.
We tore shit up to avoid our hangover.
That's how we lived. That's how we love it.
Exactly right. Good time. So good time.
But yeah, great time. And big thanks to Sammy. That was a great time. And I hope we get to hang out with Corby again. That's it. Corby and Andy. When we get up to Minnesota, hang out with Andy sometime and root against his goddamn Twins.
Minnesota.
Yes.
MySoxSummer. How you doing?
I want to address this in the chat first. Anna Nicole Smith is mild, and I think Gabriel is saying she's mid. And if you're saying that Anna Nicole Smith is mid, I'm not happy with you.
Now you're just saying stuff to say stuff.
We gotta take your man card. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know how you remember that. Me and Loaf love Anna Nicole Smith
because we got into it today.
God bless her heart.
We got into it today on Twitter.
Really?
Gabriel and I. First thing in the morning, I see him put a tweet out there calling Anna Nicole Smith a whore. And I said, "Oh, easy. Anna Nicole's one of my girls. You take it easy, my friend." He's like, "Okay, I delete." Fine. And then he made a meme of us fighting. He made the meme of Will Smith fucking smacking the shit out of Chris Rock, and he said that was us, me smacking him over Anna Nicole.
Oh,
like that. Yeah. See, he's messing around. He's messing with you.
Oh, he's playing. Okay, all right. Well, I guess
you might get physically emotional. I like that.
Me yelling at him now will probably keep me off the top 10 list for another week, but you'll probably still be top 3, even though you told him to fuck off. I love it. I
just had to set him straight. Anna Nicole is is our girl. Come on, you can't mess with that.
So. Boys, we all did this, and this was very weird because I was not aware of what you guys were doing going to Vegas, and now it makes more sense. Because I was on vacation when you guys had the last podcast with you twos, and I'm sure you talked about it then, and I just haven't, I ran out of time. I haven't seen that. Everyone have a drink.
No one cares.
Oh God, the watermelons suck. But so I was like, I saw that.
You're still talking about Smith.
Yeah. And then I saw like
those watermelons are just fine.
A lot of people were getting rid of Savannah Banana tickets. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, these guys are gone for the weekend. They're not going into the Bananas. Like, I was like very confused at all things was going on. And then you guys were at the Bananas, and I was like, what is going on? And so it was this MySoxSummer head. I was like, listen, have I been doing too many edibles and now the world doesn't make sense?
Yeah.
Potentially. So I was right up in that crawl, but I thought we should talk about it because a lot of people have been talking about it. It's been a week. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the bananas from the Savannah Bananas taking over Chicago last week. Now, I am a known banana hater, right? I hated them.
Yeah,
like,
you were.
I think this is going to be horrible, and it doesn't need to be on ESPN, blah, 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 and all this. I'm the first one to say I was glued to my television on Friday night watching that fucking Bananas game.
That a boy.
Now, one of the good reasons is because it was in Chicago, and it was cool to see my stadium filled with a bunch of people and people enjoying themselves, because it looked fun as hell on Friday before I went, right? And I'm like, they got the pregame party, they got the pad, they got everything going, and there's so many people there, and it just seems everyone's happy. The way they shoot it, there's music going, there's people, action happening everywhere. And I am about 5 innings in, and I'm like, okay, I fucking understand this. I understand why people are into this and why people enjoy this. I go, this is not baseball, though. So don't pretend that it's baseball, because it's not.
No, you shouldn't even think that way.
Like it was totally just entertainment. And then AJ Brzezinski came out, and I was like, oh, so awesome. Like AJ fat, with the belly.
Yeah.
And
the fact that he looked fat and uncomfortable out there in MSS made it even better. It was like, yes, this is an old player. It's not someone trying to relive this glory.
Yes.
It's a guy who knows he's fat and retired, and now is a media person. Is like, fuck it, let's get out here, and your belly's almost hanging out. All this shit.
And he took an at bat, like, which they normally do. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he did his thing. He went out there and he batted. I don't even know what he did. It was just fun to watch him.
He grounded out to second like he normally did every single time he batted with the Sox. It was amazing to watch him do the same shit.
We watched that from 108 many a time. It was nice.
Yes.
It was just so reminiscing.
So that happens, and I'm like, that was cool, And then they introduced Mark Burley, and I couldn't have been any more jealous than anybody else there, because I was like, this has got to be the coolest thing. And then he pitches to AJ, and I was like, just smiling. I mean, I was high, but smiling from ear to ear, and I was so happy to watch this. And it was fun. It was just a fun time and everything. So
I was just glad that Burley wasn't the guy that hit someone in the face.
That is true.
My daughter leaned over. She goes, "That's not part of the show, is it?" I'm like, I don't think so.
that was the one moment of the game where there wasn't music. They're like,
exactly, everything down. I was like, oh boy,
cut, hit me with your best shot. We don't want to play that right now.
So I was watching all this, and then Friday. So that was Friday night, and saw Chance and saw all that stuff. You guys got to see that live. That had been awesome. Seeing Chance come out and boys, you're good from Friday night. What was it? You got one good thing that you liked about the Bananas, or am I on track here?
So my good, and this kind of bleeds into something that I'm thinking for the Sox, because the Sox want this young professional crowd, right? And so I thought having music like all game, you can't do that for a regular game. Like, it's just not possible.
Oh no.
But I did enjoy that. I thought that was great, because like it keeps everything going. Beef, we've talked about this before. Like in the intervals of the game, they don't do enough. They don't do enough.
They don't keep the momentum going, the crowd. Yeah.
Well, very, very cheap, very easy thing to do, and something that I think young professionals around this area are very into is on the weekdays, especially Tuesday nights, the Sox, music between innings on touch tunes. Anyone in the park could put in what song is next. Now, obviously limited catalog. You can't be having I Want to Rock by Luke getting blasted out there. You know?
Well, you could, but
you could. I mean, Tuesday nights you probably could, but
that's not enough people there.
But I think touch tunes. That's the first thing I thought of when I'm like, how can the Sox take some of this in and use it? Because the music throughout the whole thing, I think is
pretty cool.
I think it's really great because people were dancing, people were like shouting. Sorry, people were dancing poorly. People were singing along. Whoa. People were clapping on ones and threes to the music. It was
the beat was off on some claps.
Oh my god!
No, I agree with Chorizy 100%. I enjoyed it, and you do have to think of it as a performance. Yeah, it's not baseball. This is a performance. You're going to a live performance, and it's fun, and just get in it and enjoy it. And I enjoyed the hell out of it. I had a great time, and me and my family had a great time. It was like, this was a lot of fun. And I put a tweet out there afterwards just saying 3 little critiques that I had that I think could make it better. Yeah. Because one thing I noticed about 2 innings into the game, because I didn't go to any of the hoopla before. I rolled into the stadium about 6:30. No lines, no nothing. You got in there fast as hell because everyone went to all the early shit. So I was in there like really easy to my seat, no problems. It's very geared towards horny white women.
Yes.
Because the players are handsome. They got their shirts flying open. They got abs. They can dance. There's all kinds of shit going on. We need a little bit for the fellas. I'd love a Morgana situation if you got maybe Gianna Michaels comes out of the crowd and she's going to kiss the celebrity manager or Violet Myers, and something like that would be a lot of fun. Chorizy, the music is great. They got to add a few more tracks, though. That was my second point.
Wow.
So they overplayed certain songs a little bit, in my opinion.
By the way, I saw Split's response to you.
Yeah, it's
bullshit. No one was coming up. No one was coming up to shout.
So
that was not anyone's. That was in the middle of the.
Insulted by the mascot Split on Twitter coming at me with all that.
Yeah.
Said how great of a time I had. This is just constructive criticism, and you're getting upset about some little fucking bullshit.
He told you to fuck off.
He did.
He's like, shove that banana up your ass.
Verbal assault is what that was.
He ain't say shit about the Gianna Michaels idea, though.
He left the Gianna Michaels one. He's in favor of it. He wants that one for sure.
Yeah, that's what he did. He dissed your shit because he's like, I'm going to steal this one idea.
Exactly. That disassociates now.
I mean, the banana Split has a 6-pack. He loves titties. I mean, that's just the way it is. If your banana mascot has a 6-pack, he likes boobs. But so that I agreed with you, Loaf, and you said that the night before I went and watched it, and I had 2 white girl wasted moms right in front of me, and they were bopping their head and singing to almost every fucking song they put on until they dropped KRS-One's Sound the Police, and they both looked at each other like, what the fuck is this? So there was a definite demo that they were going for, and KRS-One does not fit within that demo.
It was a very white crowd. It was a very white crowd.
Conversely, when they dropped the KRS-One, I was like, yes, thank you. Because it was very chalky white up in that bitch. Thing. I was telling my family, because we were walking down, not my family, but my sister and brother-in-law. I was like, the demographics are a little bit different of other people going into the White Sox game stadium right now, because it was just a little chalky. Now,
so MSS, I do have a question for you on the good, because I thought this was good. I would like your opinion. I feel like people would be divided on this, but you know what I liked? I liked that they were checking tickets to get in to the parking lot.
Yes.
Because then you get that ticket checked early, right? And that really eliminates a lot of the gate shit all the way up at the front.
Yeah.
Because you're already through, and people can hang out in the parking lot and then slowly get into the park. That worked nicely. I thought that was good. But could you imagine that for a Sox game? Would it be a clusterfuck?
Here's what you can't do. And this is when people were giving some of their critiques about this, they were like, oh, it was so awesome. The Sox should do this and that. No one's coming 81 times a year to sit in a parking lot for 2 hours before gates even open, and then go in 2 hours before that. So this is a very special thing. I did like it, Chorizy. I thought it was great because it takes away that immediate rush, and you get to get in there, and then you don't get scanned again, which was another great thing. So you could get in there. The lines to get alcohol in there were extremely long, and I think that was kind of by design. They don't want anybody. It was going to be 90-something degrees out there.
They weren't for us.
They don't need all these lights.
Because we were in 115, so we can go to a certain beer stand where we get taken care of.
I'm talking about.
You mean outside?
Outside in the parking lot. Stadium. They only had one.
Mrs. Beef was back in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Here you go.
But that's the thing.
Different.
MSS. If it's on the weekends, you can absolutely do it up in a way. And CJ is in the comments here with a drink for us. So thank you, CJ. He says,
thanks,
love you, Chorizy, but we need live bands playing during the games. I'm old and retired from gigs, but personal experience says it slays the crowd. Miss you guys. Cheers, CJ.
Miss you too, CJ. Been too long, my friend. Been way
the
too
Bananas
long.
have a band.
So this is what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say. Is on the weekends, I would love to see the bands in that parking lot. Have a band in the parking lot, man, and do that whole bit, because then you get the people in early, and then you could have a show after, and it spreads out all of that, and it also brings a new attraction, and you could sell a bunch more beer. You could do all these things. I like that idea. And to CJ's point, though, I would love if they brought back the band playing up on the
By Lot B?
No. Inside on mullet night. Because they bring back mullet night.
Yeah.
And then you have like
up by the fundamentals deck is where they used to
like
they would
the
put
hair
that,
metal,
you know?
the hair metal cover bands and stuff.
Yeah.
That
the Dead cover band was supposed
that.
to be there, but then it was raining. It was raining. So
it's also the Dead. I'm not that.
Take it easy. Okay. You can't just have death metal for everything in space.
I said hair metal,
okay?
baby.
Metal.
Just take it easy.
Hey, look,
some people
when we get touch tunes in the park, you can put Grateful Dead on as much as you want. We'll fucking jam out the Scarlet Begonias. It'll be beautiful.
Oh, dude,
you'll be high as fuck.
I love it. Now let's get into some of the bads, and the biggest bad that I saw that I didn't particularly care for. We have known that these games were going to be highly attended since they were announced. They sold out 2 nights in a row, 40,000 fucking seats each. Oh, fucking A. Happy birthday to me. So they sold out 40,000 fucking seats 2 nights in a row. It shouldn't take me 27 minutes to get a fucking pretzel on the 300 level. Okay. Oof. It should not take that long. We were in a rain delay, but when I got in line, there was 4 people in front of me, or not even that. It might've been 3 people. And one of them was Sam Reeves' wife, Caitlin. And she was just getting a cup of ice. She had to wait 20 minutes to get a cup of ice that they gave her, which was cool. But like, it was like, you got to be kidding me. And it's the time has come, White Sox. You have to reevaluate how you are doing this service. The woman that was serving, that's on the cash register, should not be the same woman that goes and makes the food or gets the food or packages the food. There needs to be runners. And I know you're going to tell me we don't need runners most times because there's enough people there. Okay, that's fine. But when you know that the game is sold out and there's 40,000 fucking people coming, maybe you hire 3 more people so that you can get like some of this food out to people. That was the only thing that kind of drove me nuts. Like the woman that was running on the 300 level, they have a icy machine. And of course, like, I mean, I'm the same way. I see an icy machine. I need a fucking icy. So my daughter's like, I want that icy. And I go, well, I go jump in line, you know? And she's like, Dad, my 9-year-old goes, Dad, my back hurts too much to stand in line. Will you please stand in line for me for an icy? All right. The 5 meg's still kicking. All right. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'll stand in the line for this icy for you. I'm going to have a sip. And so I stood in line to get her an icy. Same lady has to ring up the icy, go over, fill up the icy, put the lid on, and then when it spills on the counter, has to clean the counter, then get the money, and then give the icy to the person, and then that person leaves. And maybe she forgot a straw, so then she has to give them a straw. Terrible. This is taking 7 minutes to get somebody an icy. This is too long, people. This is not good. This is the bad. You need to fix that part of it. The entrance stuff, fine, because we didn't do it. It was people dressed in banana costumes. They got people in easy. It was quick. We also had 4 hours to get people in. Fine. But you got to fix the food. What is the bad thing that you guys saw?
So here's the bad thing that I saw in the game. And we already talked about the baseball is not great. However, it doesn't have to be great baseball, but you need a couple guys that get hit. Yeah. Like that. The problem was they couldn't hit. Like the Bananas. I text you guys during the game, and I'm like, the Bananas hit like the 2024 White Sox. This is fucking embarrassing.
It was tough. It was a tough look.
But Beef, here's something we talk about all the time. Every team has a Tim Elko in their minor league system.
Yeah, that's right.
A Tim Elko washes out every year from this league,
from
every team.
Yeah. Yep.
Get those guys. Get two of those guys.
Just 2.
One plays first base and could catch behind. Whoever could catch behind the back out of the 2 guys, he plays first base. The other guy, DH. And every once in a while, off these guys throwing 84 miles per hour, they hit it 450 feet.
Yeah.
People like, look, I know this is for kids. This is for the ladies that want to dance. Everybody loves a monster fucking dong.
Yes,
all right.
Of course.
Like, you hit that ball 450 feet. That's that's something that people get excited for.
Hell yeah.
Also, White Sox. You cheaped out on the fireworks for fucking home runs. What is going on? There was 2 home runs at the game I was at. No fireworks. Come on.
It seemed like they were kind of upset because they weren't getting paid because they didn't do the tickets. They weren't getting the money. There was all this stuff. So it's like, we're not doing the things that we normally do for you. Sorry, piss off. It's all your thing now. You know, it was like a jilted lover.
Couldn't they have worked out a deal? Hey, look, we're gonna do fireworks if you guys hit a home run. It cost this much.
They're fucking from the southern part of the United States.
Is correct. Monster Dawn from Dr. Dan, $100. There you go. Nice price of a ticket and a half if you want.
Sorry, JT. I was talking about all night.
Good point. Good point, Chorizy.
Loaf, you got any bads or you already?
Yeah, the only bad I have is nothing against the product on the field, nothing against White Sox operations. I understand there's a lot of people there. My only bad of the entire thing, and I tweeted this as I took a selfie of myself and I was looking like what WTF is. There was a young lady sitting behind me who introduced herself to me before the game started because she's like, hey, you're one of those 108 guys. Sometimes we sit in the section. I recognize you, you know. It's weird seeing you over here and not over there. You know, we had a friendly little conversation.
Right.
And then about 2 innings later, her goddamn feet were up on the seat right next to me like this. And so normally if we were in section 108, I would curse someone's ass out over this bullshit because that is our home. In 115, I thought this is a different environment. It's Savannah Bananas. We're just going to have some fun with it or whatever. So I thought, this is a fun way to do it.
115 is the foot section?
115 apparently is your foot on the seat section.
God damn it. We're gonna lose Jared to section 115. This is bullshit.
Oh, man.
I take that little selfie. I shoot it out there, and I start getting response. People are laughing or whatever. And my daughter's sitting next to me, leans over, and she goes, you're going to go ahead and put that out there, that selfie out there right after that chick introduced herself to you. I said, yeah, who cares? Like, what's the difference? So if you want to find that, go to my Twitter line. You'll find that picture. But other than that, it's fine. Like that's not how you handle yourself. You don't put your feet up on the goddamn seat in a packed stadium. It's 40,000 people. It's goddamn packed. It's not like, and yes, the seat was open. Fine, but there's people wall to wall around it.
Right.
You don't put your feet right there next to everyone's face. Like it's ridiculous.
It's a hot day.
It's very hot.
It's hot, steamy.
I don't care.
So steamy.
Look, I don't care how well kept you are, how much you care for yourself. But on a day when it's 105 degrees and you're wearing shoes and socks, those are steamed hams in there, my friend.
Steamed hams.
They were not good. I was trying to steer clear of those babies, you know.
Just real quick, the bananas part. I thought it was like I said. I understand it now. I get it after watching it Friday on TV. I thought the TV, and I had to deal with a rain delay, starting and stopping, and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't get that good flow. So maybe that's why the TV felt a little better on Friday because it was a continuous. Because there was a lot of energy and it was moving. It was fun. I thought it was cool. We probably would have got that Saturday too if it didn't rain like a motherfucker like 3 times. But I couldn't grasp something, and I was like, what is going on here that makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable? And one of the things that made me feel uncomfortable was everyone who was dressed in bananas gear and bananas everything, and I'm like, these people have never seen this team. They've already bought the jersey, they bought the hat, they bought this. It's an event, and I was like, that's odd to me because it's not sports, right? Like, so I didn't. It was weird to me. I mean, that
I disagree on you. I disagree on this.
What are you going to say?
I disagree on this here because. So I saw our buddy Brandon DeJesus the other day. He was at like Lincoln Park, and he had a whole getup on. Like he was like
he did
dressed to the night. I thought it was like it reminded me of when I was young. And I would go to a concert and I'd be like, hats? Beef, you remember me? I'd be like, I got my fucking concert outfit. This is a fucking big
gear
night
for the concert.
Yeah. So I'm ready to go.
There's no question.
This is a concert, man. This is a live show. People want to after PCU, I didn't wear the band shirt to the show anymore. But I think people want to wear the band shirt to the show, man.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah.
They never saw him before, but they're into it. They want to be part of it. They feel part of it.
I get it. It's a little cultish to me. And then that was the other part that was a little weird. There was some southern undertones about Jesus and the Lord and praise and all this stuff. And I was like, I was feeling it. And it's like, you don't want to be the dickhead.
They had him sucked in.
You don't want to be the dickhead that goes, hey, man, why are they talking about Jesus? So damn much. Or why are they talking about faith? Why are they talking about our Lord? And then I'm like,
you're worried it's the cleaners from Seinfeld?
Like, I don't know.
I was going to say, the televangelist element of it almost sucked in MSS. Then you realize what was going on.
It was getting close. You know what? If they had some more songs of worship and not KRS-One,
he'd be singing them to himself right now. Yeah,
it was like, whoa. So I saw it, but overall, man, it was great. I just think that there's going to be something bad that happens. The players are going to strike at some point because they'll be like, hey, how do I not get this money that they're making? Because they're like, oh, look, they sold out. They made all this money. And the tickets are not cheap. So they definitely, but they're putting on a pretty big show, and they have 300 people in that crew that runs that shit. And I was over impressed. Listen, if you get a chance, you get a ticket. I'm not saying go spend $300 a ticket to see this because it ain't worth that. But it's definitely worth MSRP of $60-$70 a ticket. Sure. Go to see it once. I never have to see it again. Never going back. I don't have to go see it again.
I'm with you, MSS, that I went. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah. I think everybody we went with had a lot of fun. I think some of the people that we were with would go back. I don't know that I would. I would definitely, though, if it's on at like midnight and we're at my house drinking, I'm putting that on. That's an entertaining bit in the back. But I love it. And this is something that I like is a fascination of mine, just off the in kind of the business world, is like non-disruptive innovation, right? Like, yeah, this is a business that exists and it's eliminating no other businesses. It's just a brand new business. And it's generating a ton of fucking money. No one's out of a job. In fact, more people are getting jobs because of this. I love this. I love what it is. And I hope that it thrives because like we know how shitty it is for minor league baseball players.
Yes.
And there's got to be guys every day in that business going, I don't know if I should spend another year in this. Spend another year of my life doing this. If there's this avenue for some of these dudes, fucking great. Because that only brings baseball up more, right? It improves the amount. The more people that want to play baseball, the more people that can make a living doing it, the better the game gets. So I'm all for it. I think it's really cool.
Kids love it.
And I'll say I will almost assuredly never be at another one of them.
Good times. So with that, unless you guys have anything else to add, I'm going to pay some bills. Summer's not over yet. There is still plenty of time to hang out on the fabulous patio at Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp. Whether you're dipping crispy shrimp, diving into golden fish fillets, or just soaking up the Chicago sun with friends, our patio is the ultimate summer hangout. It's big, breezy, and built for everything from weekday lunches to weekend feasts. Let's be honest, come winter, you're going to miss this. The laughs, the sunsets, homemade cocktails. What are you waiting for? The patio is here now, and it's the place to be in the summer. Don't waste a single day. Grab a seat outside at Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp. Your taste buds and your future winter self will thank you. Hungry? Stop by one of our 4 locations today and put your taste buds to the ultimate test. Order ahead to avoid the wait at chicagoshrimp.com. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp, serving the seafood you crave for 75 years. So I was at Lawrence's yesterday, and they are popping. It's Tuesday nights, they got one more, I think, coming up in September. Tuesday nights are off the chain. They got the house music. They got the cocktails. You have to bring your own chair because they run out of chairs so quick.
Oh, shit.
So you have to bring your own chair. The food is flying out. The booze is out there. They got cigars. Everyone is smoking cigars. Even our girl Kelly, apparently, is smoking these little mini cigars out there on the patio. So it's a good old time over there. So if you got looking for something to do on a Tuesday in September, you go over there. Go get fucked up. The food is great. It's
MSS.
a great place to spend your birthday.
When are we renting a pontoon out back?
Yes.
I feel like we need to be pontoon boys one day.
Here's what I've always gotten from you, Chorizy, because you're one that can't swim. Was I don't want to go on a boat, and I definitely don't want to go on a boat if we're drinking. So I
don't want to go on a boat if we are operating it and drinking.
And well, there was
we wouldn't be operating.
We could have been on a boat that we were drinking, and you were like, I don't want to go on that boat because I don't want to fall off the side. because we were going to get all hammered on the boat. But I will definitely go on a pontoon boat and have a couple beers and go through the Chicago River because it's a fun trip. I've done it before. It's fun. It's a good time going down there.
Plus, the Chicago River, I don't know if you could sink in it. I think it's too thick. It's basically jelly.
So, are you guys ready for this?
Well, I was just going to say, it's one of my favorite things of all time, and I'm so psyched to have it back. It's this or that. MySoxSummer. You got to bring it to us today.
I'm gonna take it over. I was gonna play the Smash or Pass video real quick to fool the people, and then say, no, we're doing this or that. Another two-legged two-word thing. So I
Two-legged.
Trying to figure out two-legged.
It also has two legs.
It's either two-legged or two-worded.
Listen, I'm a little out of sorts. So last week, I opened the mystery balls and stuff, so I was doing all that stuff. And if you guys don't know, I sell stuff on eBay. And this game is I put two items against each other that I have sold recently on eBay, and then the boys try to decide which one sold for more. Today, I sold something today that I wish I could have put in here because I think it would have blown your mind. So when we play this again in 2 months, that will be on there. So I'm not even going to talk about it because it's that good of a fucking sell. Now, first up, Loaf, I think you usually have to go second most of the time, so you're going to go first today.
Beautiful.
And Chorizy, you're going to go second. All right, we have a game used.
Protesting already.
We have a game used. John Hooker, number 28, Joliet Jackhammers baseball jersey, which is a size 48. That is about an XL. Against a Joliet Jackhammers authentic jersey, white, size XL. It is sewn. So both logos are sewn.
These are about the same size.
They're about the same size, but one is actually an XL, one is a 48. So game used is the one on the right. If you're watching on YouTube, the blue one, and the other one is just a plain old white jersey that says Jackhammers on.
So the game used one is the shitty looking blue one?
The blue one, yes, with the buttons. Well, I guess they both have buttons, but the one that has the number.
That thing really looks like a piece of shit. I thought, the white one's obviously the game used jersey. That looks like a game jersey, not this thing, whatever. I don't know what the I want to vote for the one that looks nicer. So even though I wanted to do the game used, which I thought was the nicer looking one, I'm going for the white one that looks like something I might want to buy.
Jersey. Okay.
See, Beef, I was going to be with you. I was going to say, what a shitty presentation by MSS on this. That thing's all wrinkled up and fucked up. But I think he's trying to trick us. And I think the blue one is the winner. I think the blue one, as wrinkled and fucked up as it is, that gives the game worn feel to it for these people on eBay. They're into it. I'm going to say they $8 more on the blue one.
$8 more on the blue one. All right, so the one on the right, the game used John Hooker jersey sold for $149.99. The Joliet Jackhammers jersey that's white, authentic white, sewn, $49.99. Chorizo
by $100.
First one, $100. Now, if anyone look up John Hooker and Joliet Jackhammers, it's a very sad story. And when I found this jersey, I had to look it up, and I look because I always look up the players of stuff because I find a lot of minor league jerseys at thrift stores. It's crazy. And I think it was only for IRS purpose, it was $120, but take away $100, and that's probably what I paid for it. And I was like, I can make some money on this for $20. But I look up John Hooker, and they say,
is MSS leaving money on the table by not investing in the steamer? I would say yes, Baloney. That would be my guess here, at least just based on our discussion so far.
I have one. I don't always use it. No. But yeah. So anyway, I look up John Hooker. John Hooker was a pitcher for Joliet Jackhammers. Got married down in North or South Carolina or something. Left for his honeymoon the next day. Died in a plane crash with.
Oh no.
Yes. So this was sold to somebody that's in the Southern United States. So I was trying to look up person,
family member or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But no one said, hey, this is my such and such, whatever. Can I get a discount on this? Which people would do. So yeah, I was like, oh wow. When I got it home, I was like, man, somebody just wanted to dump this at its
Well, thank you for bringing us down.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Very helpful.
But I made money, so we're good. Next up,
oh shit,
Thomas the Train. I know you guys remember my uncle gave me a ton of this stuff. I have two products that are brand new in the box that he had bought back in the 90s, and then I am now selling for him here in the 2025s. I have a new Thomas and Friends suspension bridge playset against Chorizy. You're going first. A new Thomas and Friends Sodor sawmill with dumping depot. Okay, so there's a sawmill that goes on the wooden train tracks that you can go on and you pick up the train tracks, or the suspension bridge that the train goes over. Which one do you think sold for more money, suspension bridge or the sawmill?
All right, man. The suspension bridge seems mid. It's like who gives a fuck about a bridge?
And then a Cole Smith mid.
It's a weak ass pussy bridge. I don't like it. I think all the action is at the sawmill. That's it. It's happening at the sawmill. I like the sawmill. The sawmill's where it's at. I'm going sawmill.
Loaf. You gonna ride with that, or you gonna do something different?
I mean, it's tough because I hear what Chorizy's saying there, but I don't know. Who wants that fucking sawmill? Like, the suspension bridge is fun to play with. The sawmill, it's got too much fucked up stuff. Things are gonna fall apart off that thing. No kid wants to buy that thing. Give me the suspension bridge. That's what the real ones want.
Ridiculous.
Ready.
Ridiculous beef.
The brand new Thomas and Friends suspension bridge sold for $97.99.
Yeah, boy.
I got this in the bag.
The Thomas and Friends sawmill with dumping depot sold for $499.99.
What the fuck?
Listen, I, unlike BeefLoaf, have never shit my pants in public. But when this sold for $499.99 without even a negotiation, somebody just bought it. I was like, oh my fucking God. And then I texted my uncle and said, guess what just sold for $500? And he's like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, I didn't even know I had that.
He said only $500?
So
Beef,
yeah.
I bought it for $800.
After winning that round, can I say I'm a train boy, Janice?
Oh man, baby. All right, so that was the time, Mrs. Train. Next up, White Sox jerseys. I've been selling some White Sox jerseys for maybe one of our fans. I have a Chicago White Sox 1972 Rich Goose Gossage road jersey. It's like an authentic Mitchell and Ness. It's like got the zipper on it. It's got all the bells and the whistles. That's going up against an authentic Ken Griffey Jr. Chicago White Sox alternate black jersey. Very big, big fan. People like the Ken Griffey
Jr. Part of the 08
Jr.
team.
Yeah, and you got the Rich Goose Gossage. He is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Loaf,
right he is.
Which one are you taking?
I gotta go with the baby blue, man. I gotta go the Goose Gossage, man. It's a good looking jersey. The goose is well known. I mean, just the whole thing. It's gorgeous. It's the Goose Gossage for sure.
It's a very pretty jersey.
Yeah,
Chorizo.
I don't like to take the same thing as beef, but like there's a fucking glubjillion Griffey jerseys out there. You wrote a whole blog on like the bullshit Griffey jerseys that are out there. So there's just like it's saturated market. Where are you getting a goddamn jersey with a zipper?
Yeah,
like right. And Goose, there's probably not a lot of Goose jerseys out there. So the guy that wanted this, he paid up the ass. So I'm gonna go Goose as well.
He paid up the ass. That's something that Dr. Dan does, but for $1.27. So you guys are both picking the Goose Gossage jersey. Boring. That's very boring, and you both are correct. The Goose Gossage jersey sold for $265. How much do you think the Ken Griffey Jr. Sold for, Chorizo?
$49.99.
Loaf?
$85.
$179.99.
Oh,
so
okay.
Pretty dang close. Only an $80 difference.
Want a chicken dinner.
But yeah, you guys both won that one. No one gets a point. Chorizy still leads after 3, 2-0. Next up, local banana player, Mark Burley. We have 2 things from him.
Yeah, why he's got a neck brace or
well,
what is that?
that's the so the head doesn't bobble along when it comes from China and it gets all chipped up and fucked up. Okay. I just did not take that off. It shows the person that is brand new and I haven't been fucking around with it, right? So that's I like to make sure that there's wrinkles, on game used stuff. That's just selling the game used this. So yeah, we got a brand new Chicago White Sox Mark Burley bobblehead. It's a tarp slide available only through White Sox charities versus a Mark Burley perfect game ticket stub, a legit ticket stub from the perfect game. Chorizo, you are first.
So let me preface this by saying I fucking hate that I'm going to pick this because that bobblehead is legit. I love that bobblehead. I think it's a great bobblehead. It's probably worth the money you would pay to have that bobblehead behind you when you're doing a podcast or when you're just on camera on Zoom at work.
Yep.
But when I think about how many motherfuckers tell me they saw fucking Nirvana at Martyrs, I know that some bullshit motherfucker bought this ticket so that he could tell everybody that he was at that game, which he was not at.
No.
And so I'm going to say that ticket stub by a country mile beats out that beautiful bobblehead, and it makes me sick.
All right. Loaf?
Yeah, ticket stubs are interesting in that I don't know that they have that wide of a market. Like, I know collectors collect stuff or whatever, but usually that sort of thing is a more personal thing. And so, like Chorizy saying, it's like a weird person that would buy that they didn't attend. Exactly. It's a very, I guess maybe you buy it for the purpose of getting it signed or something like that, but Burley doesn't sign that much. And also, I don't want to pick the same thing as Chorizy. So I'm going to go with the bobble. I love that bobble. It's an awesome bobble. I agree with Chorizy. So I'm going to go Mark Burley bobble.
It is a very nice bobblehead. I like that one too. The tarp slide, fun times. The Mark Burley bobblehead tarp slide, $49.99. The perfect game ticket stub, $110.
Damn.
Chorizo.
Terrible.
Chorizo's up 3-0. Man. Loaf.
I hate being right about that one.
Brother. I mean, I know Loaf, you like to play contrarian.
I'm picking the other side.
You got to do that. So I appreciate that. It makes it more fun.
Beef's going to destroy me on this because I'm going to go contrarian on him.
All right.
On this one.
Beef, you're up first. I got the limited edition Mac Miller Pittsburgh Pirates official t-shirt that they gave out when we were on the 108 road trip. With Sox Machine and the Bums going up against the Chicago White Sox. Don't call that. First We Feast Hot Ones hat. The guy is Sean Evans. He goes they make the hot sauce and then people try it. They just dropped these at the Sox store, I think on Bulls night on a Friday. So Mac Miller for the Hot Ones hat. What you got, buddy?
I mean, just seeing people lined up at 9:00 in the morning for the Mac Miller bobblehead, the phenomenon that Mac Miller is in Pittsburgh, and like the demand, people. You're in Pittsburgh. Can you give me that Mac Miller bobblehead? And us laughing at them. But there were so many people like that who were like, oh, I really want that or whatever. I have to think that the limited edition shirt has got to be in the same ballpark in that it's a lot of people want that fucking shit, even if it's just localized. So I'm going to go Mac Miller t-shirt.
Very interesting look. Chorizo, are you doing contrarian or are you going to fucking dislike?
I'm going to go contrarian because I feel like you set us up here. Because we all know how in demand that thing was, and we saw the prices that those shirts were going for and
stuff. This other guy, the Hot Ones guy, is no slouch. Everyone likes him too.
Right,
I mean,
right. Yeah. But I feel like there's something that we're like gonna gloss over here. So I'm gonna take the Hot Ones hat.
Hot Ones hat.
Go out on a limb and see if I get there.
Now, folks, sometimes things sell quickly, and it make you think. You know what? Maybe I priced that too low. I probably could have got some more money. I did not feel that way with the Mac Miller shirt. Put 2 of them up. Sold first one for $175 shipped, and then sold another one for $175. So we sold 2 of them for $175 each. The Chicago White Sox First We Feast Hot Ones hat. I put those up and they sold almost immediately too. made me think that I probably listed them as too low. $99 each shipped. So yes, Loaf, you take a point, your first point.
Finally got into the
1 to 3. Yeah, the Mac Miller shirt, a whole new level, man. Whole new level. I've never seen it. And they didn't make that many, but they also released at the end of the night said, we're going to make more of these. So the fact that somebody still paid $175 because they couldn't wait for them to make more. Those are some diehard fans, my friend. And I love that stuff. Chorizo, I'm very excited that you get to pick first on this next one because this is kind of in your wheelhouse. Right. You are a man of music and you just talked about concert fashion. So I think that you might know something here, maybe a little more than Loaf, but Loaf did wear a choker. So I don't know. Maybe he does know some Y2K fashion.
I'd wear one again if my fat neck allowed it.
First up is a Teeth magazine from the 1994 version of Lollapalooza that was at the World Music Theater that has been in one of my Foot Lockers since probably 1995. I finally sold it the other day when Lollapalooza was going on in Chicago. It went out the door. I thought it was like, wow, somebody really just bought this. And I looked at it and I was like, man, this was a really cool magazine. I'm glad I kept it for 31 years. Versus a vintage Y2K Kickwear Industries mechanic work zip-up jacket. It is a large, and it is from it's like the 90s, end of the 90s. It's like it was a fashion brand. It was kind of a high-end fashion brand from what I can remember. Chorizo, what you got? You got the jacket or the Teeth magazine from 1994?
Is the artist on the Teeth magazine Frank Kozik?
No,
it's not. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go jacket. I'm gonna go jacket. I think the program is really cool. It's a little worn. I think like if it was like Rob Zombie or Frank Kozik or somebody that made the front art, I think you'd probably get a lot more. I'm gonna go with the jacket. I think the jacket probably barely gets it. Yeah.
Loaf?
Yeah, no, I'm not going with that jacket. The program looks awesome, actually. It's a very cool piece of art. And like things like these go for surprising fucking numbers because there are a group out there that's like, man, I need to have that thing. Remember that thing that used to exist? I need to get that motherfucker. And so I will go with the Teeth, which aren't actually teeth. It's just a program, just a picture of the piece of art.
And now in the 1994 version of Lollapalooza was the Smashing Pumpkins, the Beastie Boys are the two high ones. There were some other ones on there. A Tribe Called Quest, I feel like, was on there. It was a good show. The Teeth magazine from 1994 sold for $39.99. The vintage Y2K Kickwear Industries mechanic jacket sold for $59.99. Chorizo,
you son of a bitch,
takes another point. It is 4-1.
Son of a bitch.
It is 4-1. And our next up, number 7, White Sox stuff. We're gonna get right back into that. I have a rare Chicago White Sox Dwayne Ways 2019 Sox bobblehead. Ways. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man.
Yes.
Is it
Slim? I can already hear Slim Mick.
Is that Aaron Rodman in the other one? Or
yep. Rowand.
Yeah.
Fuck. Dwayne Wise.
The audience is upset.
Oh, Jesus. All right, hold on.
You ever think MSS's tongue swells up during the show, Chorizy?
I think
I don't hear him make this many mistakes when we're just out in public talking about
I just think he has a lot of thoughts. He has a lot of thoughts going on.
Too much going on.
Just trying to get them all out as a problem.
Okay, too much going on. All right, Dwayne Wise bobblehead. It's autographed. Going up against a 2005 Chicago White Sox World Series bobblehead that's autographed of Aaron Rowan, which is certified by JSA. That they're James Spence Authority. They put a little sticker on there and says, "Hey, this is a legit autograph." So that's what is on the Rowan. On the Wise, there's no sticker, but it is definitely autographed by Dwayne Wise. Loaf, what are you thinking?
It is World Series. It is Rowan. It is certified all the goddamn way. That to me, that's the piece of cake that was the one.
All right. chorizo.
I mean, I would think that too, but I just don't want to agree with beef here. And I like the Catch bobblehead a lot more. I think it's
Cool
a great
It's a
bobblehead.
better looking one. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a better bobblehead. I'm going Dwayne Wise.
So now both these were sold the same night to the same person.
Oh,
And I'll share the name with you at some other time. And it could be a famous basketball player's son that I've sold to before. It might be one of my celebrity clients because the guy did not try to beat me down on the prices at all. Just bought them for full asking during the 05 reunion weekend. So I was impressed. It was great. The Dwayne Wise Sox Fest autographed, $225. The Aaron Rowan autographed World Series bobblehead, $199.99.
Son of a bitch.
Yes.
Chorizo is up 5-1.
It's a beating.
But Loaf, you're right. Rowan in this set is actually one of the easier ones to get. Not autographed, but now they're all about 200, 225 for the low end ones. The higher end ones though can bring $400 to $500. And if they're autographed, even more.
So that Jermaine Dye is a
the Dye MVP one that brings like $1,700 sometimes.
oh god damn,
it's some crazy stuff.
Brings the milkshakes to the yard.
Yes. All right, Chorizo, we're going to the beach, buddy. I got 2 items up here that you would find on the beach.
The comments are all trying to guess who the celebrity basketball players.
Listen, you come talk to us on September 16th in the patio for our bobblehead night. I will tell you the celebrity's son who is buying bobbleheads from me.
MSS
Basketball player.
You haven't said anything about these yet. I want.
You already want to bid, huh?
You don't want to go?
I want to take the shorts because I don't know what the fuck that Beach Boys bullshit
Okay.
is.
All right.
But tell me about them.
Hang on.
The
I also
shorts
take the shorts.
that's your so much of loving.
Let's hear your spiel.
It's a Hurley Carhartt mashup with the Phantom shorts or board shorts, size 40. Actually, remember when you called me out for being at that sale at Donovan Park?
Oh yeah.
That's where I bought
when Bonita and I drove by and we're like, motherfucker, there is MySoxSummer.
This is where I bought these. I found these there and bought them, I think, for $5. But yeah, they are a mash, like a collaboration between Hurley and Carhartt. I had never seen them before. I was over the moon. I was going to keep them for myself. I have tried to put them on several times. I do not like the way that I look in them. So
BWC
man lost 30 pounds, but those size 40s ain't getting on trees. I smell around here.
Beef.
I don't need.
Brock told us why.
Out.
Brock told us why he don't fit in that.
So
not anyway, yet.
And this is going up against a vintage
drops here. Was that you, MSS?
What? I took the loop off.
You turned them down.
I turned it down because it was a little loud.
No, they gotta be loud. They gotta be
loud. Now you can hear them.
All right. Jesus Christ. All right. The Carhartt shorts are going up against a vintage Beach Boys medallion and pendant or pendant circa 1970s. Now these were popular.
Okay.
So this is from the 1970s. It was a thing. I was in a church basement and I saw this for 50 cents and I said, you know what? I'm going to take a shot. So I paid $5.50 for these things at less than $6. Which one do you think sold for more?
So Chorizo. Now that you told me that this is from the 70s and this is kind of like a special thing from back then, I'm still going to take the shorts because that looks terrible. That looks like a fucking child made it.
Well, let me ask this question. If JT's right, Beach Boys necklace as worn by Full House's John Stamos. Is that true or no? Okay.
I don't know.
Unless you tell me that Riot Mike bought this, I don't believe. I don't believe it went for more than $8.
Oh my god.
This was around Brian Wilson's neck at his funeral. MSS bought it there.
He got it from Brian Wilson.
Wilson. This is the real trap, Chorizy. You've been saying he's trying to trap us. Look at that fucking Beach Boys thing. It's way off centered. It looks like shit. I'm picking the Beach Boys pendant. That thing sold for $80. those shorts that he can't even squeeze his fat ass into. $32.
Beef, did you get this from Brian Wilson's family? I got this from Luke Wilson's family, actually.
I got the shorts and the pennant from Luke Wilson. The Hurley Carhartt collab shorts, $45. The
close.
vintage Beach Boys medallion pendant from 1970, $24.99.
You son of a bitch.
You know what?
Killed, buddy.
Beef, you should get this one just because it was over $1. Like,
incredible. Yeah,
I was shocked when it sold.
Neither is Beach. None of it is centered at all.
When people tell me that there's not much money left in the economy and somebody had $24.99 plus shipping to buy this Beach Boys pennant, it makes me question that's actually true. So next up, but
Nancy Pelosi bought that. She's the last one with any money left.
You want to
cash in some of those capital gains? MSS, you want to read the string from Bear?
I will read this. My buddy George is part of our 530 crew. He had season
tickets since 1983 and 83. Cancer is a bitch. His health isn't good right now.
There you go.
Can you all please say a prayer for him? He needs it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bear. Appreciate you, my friend.
Cheers to your friend George. I hope he gets through this.
Cheers, George.
Have a good one.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
I couldn't see it because the slide thing is on the front of it, and I can't.
No, I figured your view was worse. That's why
it's not good. I can still read. Shockingly, I know. Ways. Anyway, next up.
What the fuck are these?
Now, Kane County has a mascot. And it is Ozzy the Cougar. And these are two vintage Ozzy the Cougar bobbleheads. The one on the left is the USA jersey version. The one on the right is the black jersey version. My question to you is, Chorizy, which one sold for more, buddy?
All right. Let me first say, before I talk about this, because I don't want to get deported, I love America. All right.
Very smart of you to start it off that way. Very smart. You never know who's listening.
The one with the American flag jersey looks fucking wild. I wouldn't want that in my house. Both of them are pantless, but this one is uncomfortably pantless.
Yeah.
The other one at least looks like the jersey. I know what's going on. It seems pretty straightforward. This looks like a child made this. I don't even want to look at the American flag one. I think it's a terrible piece of art. I'm going to go with the black jersey one.
Black jersey. All right, Loaf.
It is weird because the U.S. jersey one also looks like it might be the Pride version of it. Like just the stance and everything. It's like ready to dance and get ready to get down and have some fun. You know, like really big thick whiskers compared to like minimal whiskers on the other one. It's kind of interesting.
It's the Dr. Dan version,
right? Which one's the muff diver?
I think so. I'm going with the USA one. That's the one that's a little more forward, you know, a little more ready to party kind of.
Ready to party.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Loaf, if you've proved anything tonight, is that you have no idea how to play this game or read what's going on. The Ozzy the Cougar in the USA jersey sold for 99 cents. The Ozzy the Cougar in the black jersey sold for $9.99. So a full $9 more.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to play this game.
You know what I want to know? Hold on a second. Because I love beating beef in anything. I enjoy it. But you giving him shit over you picking that weird fucking thing off of the shelf, paying for it, and making maybe 3 cents off of it. Probably losing money on it.
I probably lost $2.
You got to take a little blame on this one too, my friend.
Oh no, listen. The 90, JT is correct. It's 99 cents plus $12 shipping. It definitely was $10 for shipping. Sometimes you buy things and you just don't want to just let it go. I'm just gonna sell it for 99 cents and see if anybody will buy it. Stimulates sales sometimes. This did that. So I was shocked when somebody bought it for 99 cents. So yeah. It was a bad call. It was a bad call by me. The haters were right. You know, it was. I shouldn't have bought that one. Next up,
Ooh, this is
we have a battle of the shirts. Battle of the shirts. BeefLoaf, you're up first, right?
Yeah, I am up.
We have an official, majestic MLB umpire shirt. That's a polo shirt.
Yep.
Up against a Chicago Bananas. They used to be a softball team, a professional softball team in the city of Chicago. It's a cancer night jersey. It's potentially game used. That's how I sold it. What are you thinking? You want the MLB umpire shirt or the game used softball jersey?
You know, initially I was like, fuck the umps, right? But there are a handful of weirdos like that kid that was in the stands trying to pretend he was an ump. That was a huge dork that I would have shoved that kid in the fucking locker when we were in high school 100%. I would have slapped the shit out of that kid. But those weirdos might want to pay up for that ump shirt. See, because I was leaning I was leaning against ump, and I was thinking, well, the other jerseys game used and all this stuff. I'm going to go ump shirt. I'm going to go against my good judgment and say some weirdo, some goofball wants that goddamn ump shirt. So I'll say that.
The ump shirt is not game used. I don't think that matters.
Understood.
I don't think I said
matter.
that.
Yeah.
I know I did not say that.
You didn't say it was game used. No.
It doesn't have numbers on
it. The Bandits might be one.
But it's an official one. It's an official one, and the Bandits might be a game used one. Chorizo,
so,
what do you
guys?
think?
I got to tell you a story. So
this one time I bought an ump shirt.
Beef, you know where I used to work, that area over, like in River North.
Yeah.
There's a Hooters right there, and so me and
was Hooters.
Our cousin Rob, we used to go over there, and our buddy Chris, we would go and it was like 50-cent wings or something. It was some deal on like Tuesdays, and we'd go in there. And this one day, this guy just starts chatting us up. We had no interest in talking to this motherfucker, and he's telling us that he is a major league umpire. And so we're all baseball fans. We're asking him some questions. He's telling us this and that, blah, blah, blah. He gave us his name and everything. We went back to work. We're like, let's look this guy up. See, maybe is he doing Cubs or Sox or, why is he in town? Not an umpire. This is just a random maniac telling us that he was a fucking major league umpire. So that shirt,
those are my people,
has to be the right answer.
I got to pick.
But I'm so appalled by that asshole that I'm going to take the Bandits shirt.
Okay. So Loaf, you took the umpire shirt. Chorizo, you're taking the Bandits. All right. The majestic umpire shirt, $55. The Bandits potentially game used softball jersey, $50. So it's close. It's very close. Very close.
But the weirdo umps won it.
Yeah.
Weirdo umps
not shocking
out there.
You're only down 5 and there's 3 to go. We don't even have to do this. Like, you can't win, but you know what? Let's keep it roll. Let's have some fun. On the first thing up, this is an interesting matchup. I have the Clorox Scentiva disinfected wipes. Okay. It's a scent called Tuscan Lavender and Jasmine. They're to go. You can put them in your car. You can put them wherever. 150 packs of them in one shot. I sell 150 packs in one shot. Versus men's Marquette basketball jersey, size XXL. It was made in the USA. That's all I really know about it. It's not something I couldn't find what year it was worn or anything, but it was made in the USA. It's a sand knit jersey. It's light blue. I couldn't find any pictures of any players wearing it, but I put it up. I didn't say it was game used. I just said this is what it is. And it was going against the Scentiva. Chorizo, you picking the disinfectant wipes, or are you picking the Marquette basketball jersey?
So I have to, like, the Marquette jersey is nice. I think it looks good. But lavender disinfecting wipes. This has got to be like someone's solution to like mosquitoes around their house or something. Like they're like, I'm going Scentiva. I feel like someone's overpaying for the Scentiva.
BeefLoaf, what do you think?
Bro, I mean, I I hate to go with Chorizy, but you didn't even know whose jersey it was, what era Marquette that was.
No.
It's such a generic bullshit thing. And the Sentiva, man, 150 count chorizo. No, man, we should have bought this shit, man. I don't know what it is.
I mean, if those are 50 cents a piece, Beef,
you know what I'm saying?
that crushes that jersey, right? That's a $39.99 jersey.
Yeah, at best.
So the Clorox Sentiva disinfected wipes, 150 packs, sold for $115. The men's Marquette basketball jersey, double XL, $75. Now,
Okay, I got $75.
listen, I have had these Clorox Sentiva wipes on eBay for a very, very long time. For some reason, this year, this is why I had to ask you when's the last time we played this, Loaf, because I wasn't sure if I'd already put this out there. I sold through the 500 or so that I had, and I sold almost 300 to 400 of them to the same person. And she was like, oh my God, you still have these? I need these. And she kept buying them from me. And at every turn, I was like, I'll give you, yeah. She's like, can you cut me a deal if I buy all of them? I was like, absolutely. And I was like, I wish I had more to sell you. So I probably made $400 to $500 on these things. These were a free item that were given to me at this home store, rehome store. They're like, there's a pallet of these wipes. If you want a box, take a box. I go, can I take 3 of them? And she said, sure. I had these for years. We used to use them in the house. I gave a case to my sister. She's got a classroom. I could have made $20,000 selling Clorox wipes, and here I give them away.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait till we're watching the episode of My Strange Addiction where we see the lady buying these from MSS and then eating them.
And she's like drinking them. Yeah. Anyway, they still worked. I told her when I sold the first pack, I was like, listen, if these are dried out or something, let me know. And I'll refund your money. And she's like, no, these are awesome. Let me buy some more. And I was like, absolutely. Please buy more. So
ridiculous.
I don't even know who got that one right, but I think you both picked
We both did. We both picked it, yeah.
And this is another weird one for you guys. And if you're watching on YouTube, you know what it is. I have a 1987 version of the Lost Boys on VHS cassette.
Yes.
Okay.
Against
Great movie.
a genuine Dyson Big Ball UP14 animal and vacuum replacement attachment tool lot. There's all these little things can go on your Dyson Big Ball fucking vacuum to clean up pet hair and all that shit.
Nice.
Put the case, put it all in there. So what do you want? The Dyson Big Ball attachments or the Lost Boys VHS cassette tape from 1987?
Fuck. I know that the Dyson attachments to the Big Ball are going to be of some value. People want to. I could use those. I mean, I can use them out. The thing about some of these movies, man, they're so hard to find on VHS at this point. Like everyone's crapped out their VHSs. They've tossed all that shit. So now that the thing's coming back, those things got to go up in price quite a bit. So fuck, man, this is probably the toughest one all night for me. I'm gonna go with the Dyson attachments.
All right.
And say that I'm going to leave the Lost Boys for Chorizy.
I'm glad you left it for me, Beef, because I actually just watched like a long YouTube documentary. It was probably like a extras thing on their fucking on their DVD version of this, but it's talking about the Lost Boys and like a lot of the cool shit about it, and like a lot of the stuff that's really great in the movie. You know, like, you know how the flying scenes, they never show them flying. It's just like the camera doing this shit. That was just out of pure cheapness. They didn't have the money to do the flying scenes. So they did them like that. And they're like, this is way better. This is actually way better than showing them flying. And like, there's people have written about this movie for years. Like all the little undertones in the movie, the fact that like, Kiefer Sutherland was performing this movie. Half the movie he had a broken arm and shit, like all kinds of crazy shit. I'm gonna go Lost Boys because Beef. I still believe.
So I had pulled up at a thrift store and they had a bunch of VHS tapes. Usually I stay away, but I saw some that just like struck my fancy. A lot of ones I hadn't seen, and these were the good versions. These weren't the ones that you could. These were ones that were rentals. Okay, but somebody had spent good VHS, like bought good VHS tapes and never really used them or whatever. This one I got Wild at Heart, and I think I got Big Trouble in Little China, which is a good seller.
Oh,
if you get
great.
that one, that's a guaranteed sale. The Lost Boys VHS tape sold for $29.99, which is fucking amazing. Like that's VHS stuff does not sell, and it is awesome that this sold for that.
I'm getting
the Dyson
beat up
attachment lot though. I saw this and it was like only like $9, and I was like, God, it's gotta be more than that. And then if we can't sell them, I can use them at the house. $39.99.
Attaboy.
Loaf.
Attaboy.
You took that one.
Hell yeah.
Boys, we got one left. Chorizo, you are first, and it's good because this is something that I was gonna give to you, but it sold. But so you're gonna be upset. It is a results Star Wars Mandalorian button-up shirt. Okay.
I'm familiar with the brand. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one on the left there. It was pretty cool. It's got the little Mandalorian logo thing in it. You could probably wear it to a baptism or a funeral. So it's buttoned up. It's nice. Got a collar. Versus an official Sony PlayStation 1 carrying case. Which one do you think sold for more? The last one of the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the results because I know that they don't keep those around for a long time. So the Mandalorian one is probably gone, and so like people would be looking for it, and they're expensive already. I don't know what those carrying cases go for, but like I don't know why you need a carrying case for a fucking PlayStation. So
going over to your buddy's house.
I'm probably way wrong on this, but I'm gonna go.
Boys, man, let's go.
By Dan Flashes. It's not that complex of a design. All right, it's not that complex of a design to be Dan Flashes. But I'm gonna go with the results shirt.
Is that a legit? Is this the guy that designed the shirt? It's Dan Flashes?
No. Do you know about Dan Flashes is from I Think You Should Leave, where the guy's like spending all of his per diem on these shirts, and they just have these terrible complex designs, and he's like, the more complex they are, the more they're worth. I can't
hilarious.
do it. You have to watch it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you think, Loaf?
I agree with Billy Wires. That shirt is absolute birth control. So I'm going with the PlayStation holder. I think that's going to end up fetching more dollars here.
You know what's funny? The Mandalorian shirt had the tags on it still. And they were attached, and I was like, "This has got to be worth something." It was a 2XL. I was like, "If I can't sell it, I'll either wear it or I'll give it to Chorizo." And then I tried it on, and it was definitely an XL, not a 2XL. It's just a very small, thin cut shirt. That sold. The results, Star Wars Mandalorian shirt sold for $49.99. The official Sony PlayStation carrying case came not only with this, but had a Dance Revolution mat in it and the game for PlayStation 2. But I didn't sell it. I sold those separately, Chorizo.
Okay.
I did not add it, so I had not whatever.
I thought you were fucking me over here.
Nope, that's just what came through. That sold for $39.99. So for $10, you were right, Chorizy. Loaf, I'm sorry. You don't know how to play this game. It's okay. It was a rough night for you. And guess what? It's time to pay some bills. That was this or that.
The sun may be setting on summer, but the road ahead is wide open, and Mazda of Orland Park has the perfect vehicle to take you there. Whether you're carpooling to class, commuting to campus, or packing up for the dorms, Mazda's award-winning lineup is built for the season ahead. Stylish, safe, fuel-efficient, and fun to drive, Mazda makes every mile matter, no matter where back to school takes you. From the versatile Mazda CX-5 to the sleek and nimble Mazda 3, there's a perfect match for students, parents, and everyone in between. Stop by Mazda of Orland Park today and gear up for the season with confidence, style, and a ride you'll love long after the final bell rings. Test drive your new ride today at Mazda of Orland Park. Mazda of Orland Park, home of the Zoom Nation. 8910 West 159th Street, Orland Park. 708-444-3200. Zoom.
Yeah. All these people in the comments talking shit about that shirt. As you're entering your Tommy Bahama era, maybe I enter my Star Wars fashion era. Like, We'll do this together.
We'll do it at the same time. I like that. Yeah. Let's do it.
We'll go on this
Jackie.
journey together. We'll go on our foot journey together.
Jackie, this has been brought up. I've actually brought this up and said, hey, do you want to do it with how much I actually made on this or how much it is? They're like, no, we want what it's sold for.
The fucking IRS might be watching. We're not fucking narcs over here, Jackie.
We can't let
appreciate that.
The Fed's going to get in here on his profits. How dare you?
So,
all right, our guy, Jerry O'Sullivan, he says, I'm missing the live podcast. Headed out to Western Avenue. Cheers,
hell
boys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jer. Appreciate you, my friend.
We appreciate that, folks. I want to make a note.
It feels like a couple shots of JMO if I'm reading right.
There's no question. Right. There's no question.
Chat, we have gone 1 hour and 40 minutes and have not talked 1 ounce of White Sox baseball on this White Sox podcast. So cheers, everybody. That's a fun time.
But that's about to end. You know why? Because it's time for the goddamn horny meter.
Yes.
Woo.
We're bringing all the hits back tonight, baby. Bringing them all back. Bringing them all back.
Do it.
And who's up first on the horny meter? And MSS, I'm gonna let you go.
Oh,
you go first on this one. I'm anxious to see what you're bringing us tonight. But number one on the horny meter, first guy on the horny meter, Grant Taylor. Tell me about Grant Taylor, MySoxSummer.
Now listen. My theme for tonight, my horniness will be described and shown in physical form by a character played by Mike Myers. So I will go in to the Mike Myers who used to be on Saturday Night Live, and I will pick a character that he has played in a movie, on a TV show, or whatever, and the level of horniness will be associated with that character. For Grant Taylor, it's a guy who dresses pretty plain, but he hangs with midgets. But I honestly have no idea how horny this potentially he could be. I assume he's into weird, wild stuff, but I'm really not sure. So much like Taylor, when he's on, he's great. But when he's not, he gets rocked. Carrying a huge ARA, so I'm just not really sure how horny I am. I'm as horny as Dr. Evil is for Grant Taylor.
Look at Dr. Evil. Ridiculous.
Mini-Me is a weird character. I was
right?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Vern Troyer's, yeah. No. He was on that Surreal Life, right? And he was like pissing in the corner and doing.
He couldn't sleep right. He got drunk and he was like, meh, meh. Yeah, he's dead. That guy died.
Beef.
How horny are you?
Out here.
I'm going to help us out a lot because I'm going to do a theme just like MySoxSummer. I'm copying off him this week. But my theme is my horniness level for these players is the horniness level of people who are allegedly on Epstein Island. So we're going to go for Grant Taylor. First up, we're going to go with Kevin Spacey. Now, Chorizy, I'm not sure that Epstein was dealing Kevin Spacey's particular brand of vodka on the island, but allegedly, Spacey did go to the island. And that's how I kind of feel about Grant Taylor. I'm like a little excited about him, but then weird stuff happens and he's not good, and then he loses the lead.
Yes,
but he does pique my interest still. It keeps me kind of interested. Yes. And so I think Kevin Spacey still kind of interested when he went to the island, even if I wasn't specializing in what he likes. So
right,
Kevin Spacey.
I recently had a conversation where someone was like, I know he's not a good guy, but like. I'd like to see Kevin Spacey in something else. He's such a good actor.
Oh, man.
I don't care what has to happen. We're going to skid him over there.
There's part of me where I'm like, he's Kaiser Sose, man. He's Kaiser Sose.
Yeah.
The comments are feeling what I'm dealing over here. Hello.
All right.
Who knows?
Crazy.
All right. Now, you know me. I always compare it to that girl.
Yeah,
I always give you that girl. Taylor's that girl that shows up late, says some off-putting shit, doesn't seem to quite have it together. But then they put that shit on you at the end of the night, and you look like barely alive John Amos confined to a beach chair in the Caribbean. If you know, you know. Beef, before the show, I told you, my Grant Taylor comparison, you might be the only one who understands it.
That video is
search the internet for what I was just talking about.
I was gonna say, what movie is this?
No,
It's not a movie.
It's an internet video. It's
It's
like
real life,
shit.
baby.
Is this drunk?
No,
No.
Just go find it. You go find
Oh,
it. You
man.
shall enjoy it.
you'll be happy. You'll be happy when you find
All
it.
right.
John Carney says, hitting the road, fellas. See you on Saturday. Yeah, we'll see you in the
Oh,
ballpark
hell yeah,
Saturday.
John.
Cheers,
We'll see you
buddy.
then. We'll see you
Be
then.
good, my friend. We'll see you then.
I'm hearing a certain hot dog eating
Drive safe.
champion might be in the house for us on Saturday.
Allegedly. Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I won't believe it till I see it.
Exactly. I never believe anything until I.
He's always
until
like, "Oh, I gotta come see you," and he says that right at the beginning of the season, and then we never. see him.
Bullshit. He never says that. He makes it when he says. But nevertheless, the next up, Lenine Sosa. Beef, I'm going to go to you first.
Thank you, Chorizy. Again, I'm going with a person who was allegedly on Epstein Island to reflect my level of horniness. And I am going to go with a very fine comedian and actor. And his name is Chris Tucker. Now, the reason why I picked that picture, MySoxSummer, it's a little blurry right there, but that's Chris Tucker with Epstein's housekeeper. So just to reinforce the point.
Is that June Tao's cousin?
That's it does look like it. I love the Rush Hour movies. Although I was thinking about the other day, boys, Rush Hour 3 in retrospect is a little bit like Godfather 3, in where the first two movies are really good, and then that third movie is just like this is a flaming piece of shit. Like I don't really want to watch it, but yeah, I'm only semi horny for Elaine Sosa, which is how I hope Chris Tucker was, because I really like him as an actor and comedian. Hope he wasn't too into all that stuff, but he is on the flight logs. And,
I do like
hanging out with the housekeeper, so it is what it is.
I do like
Not
this.
great.
That
Not a great.
No,
I like that picture is copyrighted by Facebook. Facebook has the copyright to the picture of Chris
they
Tucker
probably don't,
and Epstein's housekeeper.
They probably thought, man, I really want this Chris Tucker picture.
Like,
now they probably really don't.
Like who took that? Like did Mark Zuckerberg take
Zuck
that? And
took
kind
it.
of like now it did not.
We're
age
keeping
well.
this.
It's blurry because it's from his spaceship. MySoxSummer. Where you at on Lenine Sosa?
You know what? I don't like that Loaf did my man Lenine that bad. Now he has 17 home runs so far this year. In his
great year.
3 previous seasons, he hit 15 total. I mean, the dude has figured out something. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not throwing the ball to first base or playing a good defense position, but he knows how to hit the shit out of the ball. And thank God, because we don't really have a lot of guys that are just doing that. So I got to give him the top horniness right now for me, MySoxSummer, and give him the Austin Powers.
Ooh, baby.
That's how horny I am for fucking Lenine Sosa.
He's Randy.
He is Randy. Yeah. Do I make you horny, baby? Yeah.
I know a guy.
Yes, you do, Lenine Sosa.
I know a guy that looks like Austin Powers.
Really? Chorizy and a guy I used to work with. We're having dinner and they're telling stories about that guy, and I'm dying laughing the entire time because they're talking in that voice.
Oh my God.
So the best part is that he looks like Austin Powers, but he has the thickest fucking Boston accent you've ever heard. So it's just an amazing combination. Great dude, great person.
Chorizy.
Maybe. I don't know, maybe not.
Who knows?
I love it.
Chorizy, how horny are you for Lenine Sosa?
All right. This is that girl that was really into you when you were younger, and she just wasn't that attractive. But then she got a nose job, boob job, BBL.
Oh, hello.
Now, it feels a lot like smoke and mirrors. But fuck it, let's ride.
Yes. Oh, yes.
That's pretty horny.
All right. Next up, Kyle Teal. MSS, where you at on Kyle Teal?
Man, Kyle Teal, positive WAR. He's got a over 250 batting average, which I know is not a real stat anymore. People don't really like it.
Oh no, it's
but I'm as horny for him as this guy right here, this green monster, Shrek. And you're saying MySoxSummer.
Shrek fucks.
How horny is Shrek? He's fucking 3 kids horny, bro. Like he's popping out kids.
Oh,
left
3
and
feet.
Right. Yeah, well, there's feet there too. Yeah.
My
The best
gosh,
one.
are we sure we're okay to show that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little. That's a little lewd, my socks summer. We're showing those feet like that.
He's 3 kids horny, man, and that's pretty fucking horny coming from a guy with 2 kids.
Beef, the question is, why is
one kid like it? You're
I
just
did,
like,
yeah.
no,
why
man.
the fuck is Shrek posting that on his OnlyFeet page?
Well, that's what I'm worried about here. You know, we generally we keep it light here. I don't know if we're allowed to show feet like that. I mean, this has
Show
been a
feet
pretty
like that?
quiet, mild show until these feet are out here. Now it's getting a little ridiculous.
We didn't say anything weird until this
No.
point.
Until
The,
this right
the
now.
Epstein
Yeah.
talk is definitely not weird whatsoever. But yeah,
Now,
so Kyle
Beef,
Steele is Shrek horny. for
Beef,
me.
clean it up now.
Yeah, I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back down to earth here because I like to compare my horniness to someone who was allegedly on Epstein Island, and this one is really a fan favorite, and actually the first president I ever voted for, and that is Bill Clinton. And Kyle, man, I am so horny for you, and I hope you like cigars because cigar play is about to happen, my friend. Let's go.
Oh,
So,
my
so
God.
Beef, let me ask
Epstein
you.
looks like
let
he's
me
in a
ask you.
jumpsuit.
And take this picture down. I want to talk while this picture's up. In terms of horniness, like Bill Clinton seems to me to be at the pinnacle of
Yeah.
horniness. Is
Apex.
that where you're at for Kyle
He's the
Steele?
apex of
Out of the 5 here, he's my
Yeah.
number 2 level of horniness that we're gonna go with. Number 1 is gonna be, and the next one it's gonna be a lot of fun, but
Well,
but way up there, way up
Okay.
there. So yes, I'm really loving what I'm seeing out of Kyle Steele now that he's getting to the power. Everything else looked
Man. I
nice
think-
before, and
I
now the
think me
home run
and you-
power's coming.
Yeah.
I think me and you are in the same area here. I think we're in the same area here
How
because
horny are you, Chorizy?
the way that I have to look at Kyle Steele, and I'm going to give away who the next one is because we got 2 catchers going here, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm going to think of them as sisters. And
Oh.
Kyle Steele is the sister that everyone's into, the hot ass sister,
Yeah.
the one that acts crazy. But I want to check in on the quieter one, and that's Edgar Quero. So I'm going to go right into Edgar Quero. This is the plainish, quieter one in comparison to the more outgoing hot sister.
Mhm.
But this is the one that's going to put in the real work and do some shit that can make you change gods. So I'm very in on Edgar Quero.
If
I
you
think
threw it up in the air, it would turn into sunshine trees.
exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
It is-
You know
I
what
know
I'm
what you're
talking about.
talking about.
You don't. You're not even staying in the Christian world. You're changing gods. Like you're going Hindu. You're
You're
gonna
out.
after this.
Whatever you got to go to, that's where you're at. That's where
Right.
you're at.
My God.
Get on the phone. Hey, Baba, I ain't ever coming home no more. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
That's right.
Put your mother on the phone.
That's right.
MSS, where you at here?
Oh, with
Edgar
Edgar Quero.
Quero. Edgar Quero.
Okay, with Edgar Quero. Like, you know what? Listen, this guy, he's got a positive WAR. He can catch the ball, which is amazing because we've had catchers that cannot catch the ball. He's leading the team in his batting average. Again, a stat that people don't like anymore, but it means something to me. He is the king of the swing. He's Wayne's World horny.
There we
man.
go.
The guy would come in, like girl would come in, and he couldn't even stop himself. He had to be swing, swing, you know, and like that was who it is. That's how horny I am for Edgar Quero.
I liked it because Wayne is horny. Wayne's
Oh,
a
he's
very
definitely
horny.
Look at
dude.
that guy. That guy's
Yeah.
horny as fuck. He's in a basement. He just wants to fuck.
Land's a nice girlfriend though too. You know.
That's true.
Oh, not saying, just saying.
That's Wayne's World.
All right,
If you're into the persuasion, you know.
last one. Oh wait,
I didn't
did
get
you
to.
go
I
yet?
didn't get to
low.
do Edgar Quero.
Quero.
I didn't get to do Edgar Quero.
You were
and I
all
will,
built up on Quero too. I'm
and I will
sorry.
kill you if I don't get to do this one because
Oh,
this is my favorite one on the whole list.
I was like, wait a minute. I only see 4. Oh, nope. There's the 5th one. Okay.
Edgar Quero. As I mentioned before, I'm as horny for Edgar Quero as I am for this person that was on Epstein Island, allegedly. And that is Stephen Hawking. How horny do you got to be, Chorizy, when you are basically a skateboard with a head? That's how horny I am right now for Edgar Quero. The man's doing everything. He's the White Sox best hitter. It's a little bit of a grainy picture, but you get the idea. All right. This man's the best physicist. He's He's like I said, he's a skateboard with a head, but he's horny as a jackrabbit, and that's how I am for Edgar Quero right now. Just like his performance has been sensational.
One of the smartest guys in the world. He's basically a skateboard with a head.
Jesus Christ. Jesus
Holy
Christ. Well,
I
first
can't
of all,
breathe.
I did watch the Stephen Hawking movie.
Oh,
And like
God.
incredible mind.
Yeah.
But did not come off as a good guy in that movie.
No.
I'm sorry. It just did not.
Not a good
So
person.
all this is tracking. All this.
It's just that picture.
I just have no comment on this. I don't even know what to say.
Oh, it is the funniest, lewdest thing. Oh God, Loaf, good job, buddy. I have like fucking tears in my eyes right now.
This is going to be a great YouTube short.
Holy shit! They're like, is Stephen Hawking that horny? Like, I can't wait till the Opus clip.
I
comes
went
up
through
with
like
that.
7 pictures because I couldn't get a good one that would upload into the thing because you gotta have a certain format or whatever. So I was like, but even that picture is not that good. But man, he is
Dude.
boned up. Look at him.
The girl on the
guy
far
in
right is
The guy
definitely
in the
getting
white
trafficked.
shirt. The guy in the white shirt looks like a total scumbag.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
He's the helper in this situation. So
I don't know who the fuck that
there's
is.
got to be a facilitator.
like-
That's
It makes me uneasy.
I
right.
wiped Steven's ass.
We're gonna go to Chase My Draw next. Beef, I'm gonna start with you because Jesus, we need to be done with whatever you're talking about.
Good.
I am my horniness level for Chase Mindroth is another guy who's allegedly on Epstein Island, and that is David Copperfield,
Really?
professional magician. Yeah. So my
I didn't
thought
know
here
that.
is that it's possible that David Copperfield isn't really a horny weirdo, and he was just doing magic,
Just working.
just doing some magic on the island, being an entertainer,
Playing
and
the
not
room. Yeah.
distracted by the ass and titties that were everywhere else. And that's how I am about Chase Mindroth, just not that horny, possibly undistracted by his below average performance lately. Just he's been a little on the struggle bus, and just I'm not enthused. I need more out of him. I need to see a little more out of Chase Mindroth.
That's interesting.
All right. That was a lot. MSS, where are you at?
So Chase Mydroff to me is like a character that Mike played on Saturday Night Live. Oddly horny, just like this dude, Simon. Okay. If you're not familiar with Simon, he was a guy that was in a bathtub and would have guests in the bathtub.
Yeah. Probably just as bad as what Beef has been spilling out here.
Yeah.
Perfect guess to dovetail my smart stuff.
Honestly, I thought this was going to be the most controversial part of the horny meter, and then Loaf just really one-upped it. But yeah, Chase, nothing really all that sexy, but he gets good at bats. He takes walks. He has 36 this year, and if he hits, we usually win. Now, Simon, again, I don't know how horny he is totally, but yeah, he's a little weird. A little weird, a little horny. So that's about where I am with Chase too. Very similar with Loaf, different person though. Yeah, not a magician.
Jesus Christ, both of you.
What?
What kind of girl is this, Chorizy?
I just had one sentence. For Chase Mydroth. Available at 3 a.m. if needed. And
Fair enough.
valuable, but not your starting
No,
crew. Not your starting crew.
Yeah. I do like that he takes walks though. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a good player. He's a fine player. I think that he ends up being more utility guy than
he's a backup.
than him being like everyday guy. The fact that Lenine Sosa and his BBL is just really keeping him out of the lineup in many respects, or should be keeping him out of the lineup if we had an actual first baseman, just tells you all you need to know, you know. And this is a 55-win team. So yeah. So I like Chase. I like enough to text him in the middle of the night. That's all I'll tell you.
I like you enough. I don't want to buy you breakfast, but you want to or a drink, please just come over and let's get busy. Thanks.
All right.
I can understand.
After the wild shit we it is time for thank yous and GFYs. And now before the show, I was planning to go last. Beef was like, I got to go last.
You might cut me on my second.
We're gonna
thank you.
We're gonna
Oh my
sandwich MSS here. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Go
Mine is
for
the GFY. So I saw this tweet the other day, and it's just governor saying, "Hey, starting this school year, free breakfast, free lunch, no questions asked. That's how we set up our kids for success."
Yeah.
I gave this a like. That seems very
Cool.
good to me.
Yeah, sounds good.
But then I thought to myself, I don't know who this this governor is. I don't know what state this is. Why is this coming up in my feed? So I was like, maybe I'll check the comments. I bet the comments are spicy.
We'll tell you who it is.
There was a lot of this. There was a lot of, can't their parents pay for this kid's food? Why is this the responsibility of the state? There's no such thing as free. Feeding kids is parent responsibility, not the purpose of my taxes. When does this expectation change? So it's true. It's true that your tax money would be paying for this. This is in New York. Your tax money would be paying for this. But it's also true that if using taxpayer money to fund, let me check my notes, feeding children is something you're against, you're a fucking asshole. Go fuck yourself. So that's my GFY for the week. By the way, I did take a look at many of the tweets about painting the goddamn southern border wall black.
Right.
None of these guys showed up to be mad about their tax dollars being spent on that. Just feeding children. So
or the security detail, maybe every weekend at Mar-a-Lago, maybe the president making money on it. Yeah, I mean,
go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself with that. MySoxSummer. Who are you thinking of GFYing?
True, that's how I've always looked at it too. It's like, if the worst thing that my tax dollars is paying is so some kid can fucking concentrate before he has to go to school, and maybe it's the only meal he gets that day, maybe the only 2 meals he gets that day are there, I'm okay with that. So like,
seems
you
okay.
can do that. Yeah, there's people wasting money at an alarming rate. A lot of it through my eBay. So I'm okay if that's
We're
happening.
also okay with that, actually.
Unfortunately, mine is not funny and it is not political. I got a message today. It's the day after my birthday from a friend. When you live away from your hometown for a while, and I don't know if you guys know, but I used to live out west and I was out for 10 years. So a lot of times you run into people and you become friends with people because you're into the same stuff. And one of the guys that I met in California at a local sports bar called Centerfield was Al and Big Al. And Big Al was a huge sports fan, loved the Cowboys, loved Lobos. He's from New Mexico, loved UCLA, was a huge fanatic just in sports in general, loved Troy Aikman. Big Al was also gay and extremely gay. And he just passed away.
Gay.
Extremely gay. And he just passed away last Saturday. His brother texted me yesterday or sent me a message yesterday. And he was just like, hey, you know, Al passed away. I knew Al had been doing bad for the last couple of years. So he finally succumbed to, you know, just old age, 78 years old. And Al
78.
Al grew up, right? But he grew up as a closeted gay man. He served in Vietnam. He had a great stories. He was a Spanish teacher for the longest time in Southern California. One of his students was Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas. And he said, and Scott Williams actually too, he advised Scott Williams to go to UNC. And I used to be like, used to fuck with Al. It's like, oh, really? That was a hard decision. He needed somebody to push him to go to the greatest college basketball program ever.
He's a top prep prospect.
Right.
He should go to this great college now.
Exactly. So I was like, come on, Al. But Fergie was a funny one because she came up to him and said, you know, Mr. Al, thank you, you know, so much for not hitting on me all these years when I'm in high school. And he said he looked at her and was like, girl, if you only knew. Like, because he was closeted and he didn't come out as gay. And he was like, this is the reason why. And Al we went to spring training the first year the Dodgers and the White Sox shared that new space in Glendale. And so we drove out there, me, Al, and his brother Andy. And we got there and we met up with a friend of mine who was living in Arizona because I used to live in Arizona too. And we got to this bar and we were talking NFL football. My one buddy is a Dolphins fan. And as I said, Al's a big Cowboys fan. And so I'm telling them, and I say to my buddy, I go, oh, yeah, well, Al's a big Cowboys fan. And he looks at Al and he looks at Al and says to him, what, are you a homosexual? And Al goes, actually, yes, I am. So we were outside smoking after this happened. And my buddy's like, oh my God, I feel so fucking weird saying that. I know I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? I was like, it's fine. Al's totally cool with this. So we went back in and Al was like, he's cute. He's fine. We don't need to worry about what he said. So rest in peace. Cheers to Al. Love Bud Light. We used to drink Schooners by the fucking foul through. So cheers to Al. We lost a good one, and he was just a great guy. And so cheers, Al. Gonna miss
Sounds like a great dude, man.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. Put the good one in the middle. I like that, Chorizy.
Yeah, now you ruin it.
What are you doing?
I got two thank yous per se. The first one, innocuous. Thanks to Sam Panayotovich for introducing us to basically everyone, Chorizy, last week in Vegas at some of the side events of Bet Bash. It was great to hang out with Sammy. Great to meet the fellas. Very fucking cool time. Always great to be in Vegas, but it was really especially great to be with Sammy P and hanging out with all of his boys. Awesome time. And now this is where you might want to get ready to hit the lights. I just want to say a happy 106th birthday to Sister Jean.
Beautiful.
Dry ass pussy. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for spending your little Friday with us. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We gave you your fill of baseball, beer, and bullshit. Now it's time for you to go do horny stuff. We'll see you next week. En Espanol. That's adios, motherfucker.